And we got news that Trump will reportedly do a sit-down interview with Tucker Carlson on the day of the GOP debate on Fox News. Former President Trump will reportedly sit down with Tucker. The first debate of the Republican primary scheduled to take place on Wednesday in Milwaukee. Who is that? Turn that volume down. What are you doing?
And I am turning it down.
The New York Times reports former President Donald J. Trump plans to upstage the first Republican primary debate on Wednesday by sitting for an online interview with former news host Tucker Carlson. I'm imagining they're going to publish it at Tucker's normal time, which will absolutely compete with the GOP debate. And then who's going to want to watch the GOP debate?
Nobody.
Oh, that's true.
What's going on, everyone? Talks with Kenny here today, and let's break it down, man. Trump doing power moves right now. Trump playing power politics right now, as you guys saw from the intro. Trump is planning to release a taped interview with Tucker Carlson during the time of the debate, I believe. I don't know who's going to be publishing it. I'm assuming it's Tucker. And I remember Tucker usually publishes on Tuesdays, or is it every day now? I don't know. I'm not frequently on Twitter because of me doing content and stuff, so I tend to miss out. I see clips. But since it's pre-recorded, I kind of want to give my thoughts about this because a lot of people are somewhat mad about this. Not mad, but there's a lot of conflicting views here, and I agree with a lot of what people are saying. The Trump people are saying, look, Trump's up 40. What he needs to debate for? And that's a valid, logical reason, right? And even if I go on principles that, hey, Trump needs to debate, like passively, the American people already said there who they want to support. They want to get back behind Trump. Now, one thing I do think is, I think the other GOP candidates should be allowed to try to make their case to the voters. Say, hey, look, I think I'm a better option. Here's why. Right? And then maybe this is because, my guy Vivek is going to get undercutted by this, right? But Trump is physically showing that, hey, look at the gravity I have. That I'm going to have a pre-recorded interview released around the same time your GOP debate is going to go on. Now, that's going to be savage because the time frame, I don't know when when Tucker plans to publish this. Everyone's assuming it's going to be, actually it is. It's going to be on Wednesday, right? The only benefit I see that this, I don't think, in the intro, a lot of people are saying that this could hurt the GOP debate. I wouldn't be so sure because in my view, the Tucker Trump interview is pre-recorded, right? Yeah, it's streamed on Twitter and all that stuff, but if it was live, I think it would have been a different thing. But since it's not live, I think a lot of people are going to do double back. Like, okay, I'm gonna pause it when there's commercial. I'm gonna watch the Trump interview when there's commercial for the GOP debates. But I think Fox News is still gonna feel some pain because of the fact that Tucker and Trump decided to release this pre-recorded video on Wednesday. And we're all speculating here, but Trump is good for the ratings. So I think the GOP, the other alternative GOP members are going to lose a lot of attention and possible eyeballs because really the dent that a lot of these politicians need to make, the non-Trump candidates need to make is actually on Trump's support because Trump has a monopoly on the conservative voters. And since he's like, I'm not going to give you an opportunity to really debate me. And even Vivek already come to terms with this. Yeah, even Ramaswamy trying to change his tune on previous comments that he made about Trump is saying, Trump not showing up for a debate means he's no longer the same Trump.
Wednesday,
commercial.
Republican primary debate on Fox News.
Democracy 24.
Yeah, so I don't know. This is why when you don't get ad block. So he had previously Ramaswamy came to terms with this. He said he's fine if Trump skips the debates despite previous criticism. And I think one of the reasons why, and I think any smart person knows, is that you don't create strategies that's dependent on what someone else is doing, right? So I think Ramaswamy has a great, perspective on this, is that, hey, it shouldn't matter what Trump do because at the end of the day, I'm trying to make my pitch to who? Not to Trump, but to the American people. So in my view, I said this in other videos, is that I see this as a great opportunity for Ramaswamy to really, put himself ahead of all the other alternative candidates and really kind of consolidate that vote. So that way he can't challenge Trump. Because I think the only way you will challenge Trump is that you have to, you have to give a reason for it, right? You got to bring that lead down at least 20%. But as things stand now, Trump is really just flexing his muscles, just saying, look, man, I have the influence, I have the party. I'm kingmaker, essentially. I have 60% of the vote based on the recent polling where I showed you guys. Ron DeSantis felt the third place. That's just on one poll. It's not in general. I think over the aggregate, DeSantis is still second place. But Trump is showing effectively is that, hey, look, you guys need to drop out. Look at the gravity. And especially if this becomes a battle for ratings and Trump dwarfs the ratings of the Fox News camp, the presidential debates, hey, that's gonna hurt Fox News a lot. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is a power move. I consider this a power move. It's just like, hey, if you don't want to believe the polls, I'll show you. I like essentially the support is with me. The majority support was me. You're pretty much wasting your time. This is almost a demoralizing tactic, and I think it ain't gonna frazzle Vivek too much, but maybe all the other candidates it will. Because honestly, Vivek, when he came into this running, no one saw him winning. And this is the funny part I find about with Trump supporters now is that they're saying, oh, everyone should just drop out and get behind Trump. I was like, yo, 2015, you could have made the same argument for who was the front runner in 2015, Jeb Bush. You'd be like, hey, well, all the other candidates run, we know Jeff Bush the guy. Now, Jeff Bush wasn't leading by 40%. That's a caveat I think I can acknowledge with Trump supporters. But I think all the other candidates should have an opportunity to speak, give their proposals, see if any of their ideas can stick. Because I saw this as a way of when people who had no chance of winning run for office, is mainly because they want that platform to speak and get their ideas taken on by someone who does have a realistic chance of winning. Right. So I don't fault the other candidates for running. Right. I just think right now Trump's in a rush to really get the nomination because of all the indictments that's been going against him, all the prosecution he's facing. Right now, I think he's pretty much pressuring the party to get behind him. But hey, what do you guys think? I'm just rambling at this point. I'm just trying to organize my thoughts because I'm still baffled. Because now I have to do. Now I'm conflicted. Do I support my guy Vivek and stream the debate? And I've been hearing talks that Fox News don't want people to restream their stuff. So I'm also having to research and make sure that I can actually I can actually stream the video here. If anything comes up, I'll let you guys know in my post. But yeah, I'm conflicted now. Now I don't even know what to do now. I'm split because I know Trump is going to be ratings. Like you can just bank on it. It's going to be rated. Even if it's a pre-recorded interview, you know Trump stuff is going to be ratings. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know, man. But Trump is really like from a political standpoint, Trump is he's using his leverage. Trump knows he has leverage on the Republican Party. Hey, look, the voters support me. Right? It don't matter what you pundit says, doesn't matter what Ben Shapiro says, doesn't matter what Matt Walsh says. We want somebody who can win. Back then, you heard it earlier on. Everyone was saying, yo, Trump got no chance to beat Joe Biden. Right? Polls show independents don't like Trump. But after every single indictment, even after recently a poll came out from after the fourth indictment, Trump's support came out even more. Now Trump's in a statistical tie with Biden after 4 indictments. What does that tell you? I think the American people are ready to be like, yo, look, F it. We got a taste of Trump. We got a taste of Biden. This is not what voters are thinking. This is what voters know. Voters know, hey, my life was better under Trump. My life is worse under Biden. Now, I'm telling you now, pretty much America has this choice again because based on how it looks like right now, it's going to be Biden and Trump again. Who you going to pick? People are going to be like, yo, it's Trump. So what? I get mean tweets, but my gas prices was lower. I just looked at, then I'm going to end off the video with this. I just looked at a little journal I have of my first son's life. Like we have this like picture book, and we looked on his day of his birth, August 3rd, 2020. What was gas prices? The gas price was $2.69, the average in Florida. I was like, wow. Now I think it is what? It's well over that now. I think it's like $3.80 something now in Florida. And I was shocked. I was like, damn, that was really 3 years ago? I'm just saying. Right? So, hey, I understand why a lot of people still support Trump. I know a lot of I'm biased, right? I always can say, oh, I think we need to move from Trump, but that's because I like someone else. But I can see the appeal because at the end of the day, Trump's revenge is lined up with what the people of America want. We don't like the establishment. We don't trust the establishment. So you can make the case that Trump is that representation of, hey, retribution against the establishment, especially that he's personally being being pretty much politicized. He's being attacked. He's being indicted. He's being put all these charges through that no other politician's been going through charges, and they're just as guilty of doing the same thing as he does. I think that personal retribution that Trump is getting from the Republican, not the Republican, actually the establishment party, in the eyes of the voters, like, oh yeah, he's going to be more incentivized to get back at them because we know Trump. We know Trump petty. Yo, if him not undercutting Fox News with Tucker Carlson is not petty, I don't know what is. We know he's petty. So we know when the establishment doing all this stuff on him, trying to get his name off of ballots in Georgia and swing states, right? Trying to do all this the political machine stuff. Oh, it matters. Oh yeah, he's gonna definitely be motivated. Oh, he's definitely gonna hold these people accountable, right? Because he want his payback, and America wants accountability. So a lot of Americans and Trump's vengeance lines up. And I think a lot of political pundits, like the Ben Shapiro's, the Matt Walsh's of the world, they look at it purely from a political process, policy, almost a logical sense. And they kind of neglect the emotional sense. And what drives you, what inspires you more? A passionate, succinct, articulated message, or a boring, logical, the boring and logical doesn't get you, it doesn't inspire you, right? It can inform you, right? It can make the person seem objective, but the passionate, charismatic speeches, that's what get people motivated. That's what get people inspired. And I think a lot of political pundits are not taking that into consideration because as human beings, we're not just thinking creatures, we're also feeling creatures. And we can't feel your message, you'll lose. And this is a big problem that Ron DeSantis had. But people try to point this out to the DeSantis crowd for a long time, but they didn't want to listen, and it seemed like DeSantis didn't want to listen. So hey, I digress. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you agree with Trump kind of avoiding the first debate? Do you even agree that Trump should debate the GOP at all and should only be focusing on debating Biden? All right. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I would really be interested to hear them. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I really do appreciate you guys for watching to the end of the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.